Today I just wanted to do a chatty get ready with me using all of my favorite products. I've already done my skincare, but I am going to use some of the eye patches. I really love these, especially for mornings that I really want to just like wake up and make it look like I actually got 8 hours of sleep when I'm kind of running on like 8 minutes. So I'm gonna leave these on for a couple of minutes, and I think I'll start with my eyebrows. So my all-time favorite eyebrow product is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter with the laminating effect. I only recently found out about this one, and mine is actually almost empty, so I hope there's enough product in here. I like the shape of the wand, where on one side the bristles are a bit longer and then we have some shorter ones, and then it actually has like these flat areas so you can kind of press it against your face. But I only recently discovered this product, and I've had a really hard time finding products for my eyebrows that I enjoy. I always pick the wrong shade somehow, and then it's just like, okay, I feel obligated to use it all. This one is perfect, and then I'll show you the brow pencil I use to kind of fill the rest in. So I kind of shape them, and then I go back with that flat end just to make sure they're all kind of in place where I want them to be. And then today I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and the shade is Brunette. And I don't know what my issue was with this one. When I first got it, it pulled really red on me, which is not how I want my brows to look. I kind of am looking for a neutral to like cool leaning brown, almost black. And I can never find the right shade. But now I feel like the way that I do this, using this one, you can't really see the redness anymore. I also don't like that it's not really micro. I was expecting it to be an even finer tip than this, and it's just not really my preference. Another brow product that I've recently been loving is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. It's so cheap too. Like, if they had one that wasn't tinted, I think I would get that, but I have the brunette one as well, I think, and it's actually not too bad. I think there's a little too much like product that comes out on the wand when you pull it out of the tube, but I really do enjoy that one. And if you ever find a part of your eyebrows that's too like aggressive looking, either use your finger or a eyebrow spoolie and just kind of like rub it out, and it will kind of distribute it throughout your brows. Okay, I think these have been on long enough, so I'm just going to take them off and just kind of rub the excess into my skin. So I have a few friends today, and I'm going to use some concealer to cover that up. But first, I actually prefer to go in with primer and then foundation and then with concealer. And I have two favorite primers, but they're both very different. So for a gripping primer, I love the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This one is awesome. I wasted money on buying the Milk one, and I hated it. This is supposed to be the dupe, and I just think this one's so much better. And then for like smoothing and pore erasing, my favorite is the Maybelline Baby Skin, and this one is such a throwback, but it is so good for a reason, and I've tried other pore filling ones and nothing compares to this. So sometimes I will just stick with one primer, but you can also use different primers on different parts of your face. So like my nose area, I would definitely use a pore filling one. I try to avoid using the gripping one there. It just doesn't look great on me. And then anywhere where you do have like active acne, I like to put a pore filling one. It just kind of helps the skin not look so cracked. And then other areas you can go in with a gripping one, and I'm going to use like half a pump just because I'm not using it on my whole face today. And these I love for the summer because it's just so tacky and creates a perfect face. And then this I will just give a few seconds to dry. So my hair looks super greasy right now, and that's because I put a hot oil treatment in it, so it's super greasy looking, but I'm actually going to shower later today, so that's why I have that. Okay, the foundation I'm using today is the Sephora Best Skin Ever. Talked about this so much on my channel. This is my current pan that foundation for the year that I'm currently working on, and wow, I am really getting through it. This is about like 3 to maybe 4 months of use of having this be my primary foundation that I use most days. So this is awesome to see how much progress I'm having. And I'm just gonna put a little on a mixing plate. And it's so weird because I used to not like this foundation at all. First, I'm going to take my beauty blender, and what I've been doing recently is actually spritzing it with a setting spray rather than getting it wet with water. And I love the look. I don't know, I can't remember who I saw doing this, but I was like, might as well. I'm trying to pan this setting spray, and I don't really like how it looks over my makeup, but spraying it on the sponge has been a game changer. So yeah, I used to hate this foundation when I bought it. It's a perfect shade match for me, but I just couldn't get it to wear right. It seemed like it was always pilling and just would fade quickly throughout the day. So I kind of reevaluated my skincare routine and like tried to figure out which variable was making this happen, because I have so many foundations that I'm trying to get through and just ones that I need to use up before I buy a new one. So because this is my current shade match, this is the one I went with. And I figured it out. It was my skincare routine. So if you've seen my summer skincare routine video, I skin cycle. But the thing that I was doing was putting on way too many products in the morning. It was just making my makeup pill like crazy. And I think I was just using way too many moisturizing products, and it was just creating too much of a layer over my skin. So now what I do is usually I will wash my face with just water in the morning. Then I might go in with some rose water spray, moisturizer for days I'm feeling extra dry, and then sunscreen, and that is it. Before I had like another serum and toner and it was just way too much. And I really love that this foundation can really be applied any way, but it looks beautiful if you apply it with just your fingers. And I also really like how it looks with a brush. It is much more full coverage that way. And this was actually the start of why I wanted to start project panning. I had been doing it for about like a year and a half before I started my YouTube channel, because I was kind of realizing that I just have so many makeup products, and a lot of them were just things that I either wasn't a good shade match for me, or it wasn't what I was searching for, but I kept it anyways. I am just gonna put on some lip balm because my lips are feeling a little dry right now. And today I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, and the shade is N4. And it's a little too dark for me, but it's barely noticeable. So yeah, I was realizing that I just had so many products that I either just never use or didn't like, and it was just kind of making me feel bad about my spending habits. And in a way, it was a good like wake-up call of, oh hey, you don't need to buy every new product on the market, but also that I don't need to love every product that I buy either. So like around December, I did a huge declutter, destash of just products I didn't use anymore, or just products that I wasn't having enjoyment from. And I think it is okay to do that every once in a while. You know, I don't want to be someone who I declutter and then I just buy a bunch more products to declutter again. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I do want to be very conscious about my beauty habits and what I'm spending my money on. And I also think it's very okay to have a larger makeup collection. But again, I do want it to be more mindful and just products that I really love and enjoy. So the beginning of this year, I started tracking all of my makeup progress, as in like setting panning goals and projects, whereas before it'd just be like, okay, I really need to work on this concealer or this foundation, so I just have that one. And I've also have been tracking how much money I spend on products, how many products of what category I'm buying each month, like really breaking it down, and seeing it on a spreadsheet is so eye-opening. I was very disappointed with myself the first couple of months this year, because it was just like, why do I keep buying products I don't need? And so having it something that you can visibly see and look at has just really changed my habits for the better, and I'm really happy that I started that. And I really wanted to share my plans and projects and just kind of build a community around that. But like I said, I think it is so okay to buy products for yourself, and that's kind of where I kind of fell into a rut with it, it's fine to buy things for yourself, but then I would just keep buying and buying just because I could. So usually at this step, if I were to use powders, then I would first set my face with a translucent powder, and my current favorite is the Laura Mercier one. But because I'm using cream blush as an highlighter, I'm gonna do this step first, then powder, and then do powder bronzer. And one of the blushes that I have been loving lately is the e.l.f. Camo blush, and this is the shade Dusty Rose. And then the highlighter is the Glossier Play one in my Project Pan Now, and mixing these together has created such a beautiful glow, and that is how I've been getting my recent uses out of this highlighter. Yeah, so I really just wanted to develop as a person and actually be conscious of the purchases that I'm making, because I'm working hard every day, and then to see how much makeup I have but can't use in a year. And recently, whenever I'm shopping and I come by the beauty aisle, like, I can actually look and not want to buy things. Like, I have makeup at home mentality, and it's so weird. Having this healthy reaction is so new to me. But I would love to hear other people's reasons for starting Project Pans. I think they are so fun, and I love the community that is surrounded by them. Everyone is so great and friendly about it. It's really nice. So I just mixed those two on here, and then I'm going to apply with a brush. And just look at that glow. It is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I find that the e.l.f. Camo blush is kind of like matte. It's almost matte, but it's not, even though there's a slight shimmer to it. But adding this highlighter, oh, it's so pretty. And that's another thing, like, experimenting with makeup. I've had so much fun trying to dupe things that are new that I want. And it's just like, actually, I have so many variations of that already. So I don't know, I usually do like a little across my nose and then some on my forehead. I really like the sunburn look. I think I'll do a tiny bit here and not my nose today. It's so weird that, like, we cover up areas of our skin for redness and then add more redness. I don't understand that, but I'm just going to set areas where I'm going to put some powdered bronzer, and then I think I'll leave the rest dewy, and then we can start on the eye look. So I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I just put a little bit in the cap and swirl it on. I also love, like, how my beauty preferences have been changing throughout the years. Like, I remember when I was younger, I only had a, like, BB cream or CC cream, and that was kind of it. And then for a while, I went for a very, like, dewy look, the whole clean girl. And I have been really enjoying doing makeup trends recently, just to try it out and see how it is. I really think people should always try to do things outside of their comfort zone at least once. You know, of course, if it makes you super uncomfortable or gives you anxiety or you just don't want to do it, of course, don't do it. But when it comes to, like, trends and style, I just think can be fun to step outside of your box you've built for yourself and how you see yourself. You guys, I have been loving this bronzer so much. It is the perfect formula. It is so nice. I have a pretty decent dent going in there, and the embossing is almost gone. This one is also my Project Pan, but this is more just to get some uses in it because I was missing it. And I've also been trying to try different makeup techniques, and I think when it comes to panning makeup products, you kind of have to, especially if you find a product you don't enjoy using or it's just not working for you. You really do sometimes have to try so many different methods of, like, for a foundation, for example, applying it with a brush, your fingers, a sponge. Like, I really do think some products aren't as universal as they could be. And especially with the type of skin type you have, it can be really important to try different methods. But of course, like, if you hate a product, there have been so many products where I can't get it to work at all. And it just makes me so angry because you spend money on a product and then you end up hating it. I also feel like with project panning, I'm learning so much about myself, just like my preferences for specific types of products and even my shopping habits. And I've also had been tracking, like, am I going to repurchase this product? Is this something I find worth it? And it really has just made me analyze every purchase now. Prime my eyelids, and I'm just going to use my NYX palette, the translucent-ish shade up here, just because I have a lot of shades. Like, I feel like so many neutral palettes have this shade, and so I kind of just wanted to finish one, at least starting with this palette, just to kind of work on them, and rather than just having like diffused usage throughout all my palettes. So I'm just going to do this to help set that primer. Have any of you seen the like underconsumption core going around on YouTube? I've seen a few creators talk about it, and I see it on my like For You shorts all the time. And it's so weird that we are making a type of core for this when it's just using stuff and not like overconsumption. It's so odd, and it has like a huge following. But yeah, I've kind of tried to refuse to watch those types of videos because it's odd. It's really weird. And the message is good, but just the method of calling it underconsumption is so just weird. So this isn't my favorite palette per se, but I love Natasha Denona's eyeshadows. They're so smooth, and that's just what I wanted to use today, especially because I thought these colors would just go with the rest of the look for today. I also have the I Need a Nude palette, and I love that one, but I wanted to do something a little more bright today. So with the fluffy brush, I'm just going in to kind of rub a little too hard in it. This light pink shade, what's the name? I think that's Bear. It's Bear. Alright, I am looking for like TV shows or movie recommendations. I feel like I definitely just watch the same like 3 TV shows and movie series, and I just need something else. Of course I enjoy them, but I think it's just, I want to expand what I'm watching. Same with like book recommendations. I have been reading so much lately. It is such a nice hobby and pastime to have, but I have so many books that I haven't even gotten the chance to read yet because I'm just constantly reading other books. With the same brush, I'm gonna go into Uncovered, I think. I hope I'm reading these in the right order. I have finished quite a few books. I just read the Agatha Christie and Then There Were None. Great mystery. I remember reading it as a kid, but I have really been wanting to get back into Agatha Christie books, and I did recently buy Murder on the Orient Express, and what's the other one? I can't remember the other one. But I'm super excited to read those. I also just started reading Fountainhead, and that one is thick. Okay, I don't know how long that's gonna take me to read. I usually take it for my lunch break at work, and it's gonna be a while because I only get through like maybe 10 pages on my lunch break. But I've been enjoying it so far. I also have been reading Lovely Bones, which is so sad. I keep struggling to get through it because it's so sad. So that one I'm kind of holding off. I recently read the first Harry Potter, so I'm gonna start the second one soon. And I did want to start reading The Bell Jar. That one has been on my reading list for a while, and I just got it this weekend, so I'm really excited to start that. Okay, I don't know if I want to go into this purple shade and then maybe do this pink one across the lid. I think I'm gonna do it. But yes, if you have any book series that you want to share, please do, because I'm always looking for something to add to my list. I'm also just so excited for fall. I'm ready for fall. It's been hot. This weather has been so strange, just back and forth of rain and then really hot heat waves, and I'm just over it. I'm ready for fall and cute fall outfits, warm coffee drinks again. I'm just ready for it. Another thing that fascinates me about project panning is just kind of the obsession with finishing products, which I feel like is very new maybe to our generation, whereas older generations probably were like very disappointed when they finished their favorite product. And it just shows how much stuff we have. So I have been enjoying like decreasing the size of the amount of products I have. But at the same time, when I do finish a product that I really love, but I know I have other products to work on currently before I can buy more, it is kind of hard to come to terms with. It sounds very dramatic, but as someone who just loves doing my makeup, there are definitely products that perform way better than others. I'm loving how this looks, so I think I'm gonna go in with this shade and on the eyelid, and then use this to kind of diffuse everything else out. There is the blue shade left. Should I use that? That way I can use the whole palette. I don't know, I'm really liking how this looks. I would actually probably wear this during the week. This is really cute. Okay, for the sake of it, I think I'm gonna add the blue just right where the purple and pink meet. Just a little bit. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I really like that. All right, on to lips. So this is a lip combo I've been loving so much lately. So today I am using the e.l.f. Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner in Mauve. Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. And it just creates the cutest, like, two-toned dark lip liner look. It's so pretty. I also love to just wear this on its own and kind of just like smudge it down. It's so cute. And this one, in lip plumper terms, it's not too bad, but I find that it can get too much really quick. It's one of those clicky ones, or twin spin. And so you need like the tiniest amount. It melts so quickly, so like really just like do a thin layer, let it sit, see how much you need. And it's not like as pigmented as this looks, at least the shade that I have, which is fine. I like that, especially if you do just like a lip liner, it's not too bad. It like easily moves everything else around, so I always have to clean up after. Okay, and then to finish this look, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. And you guys, oh my god, I am so sorry, I changed my mind. I don't know if you saw my post about that, but I love this stuff, it's so good. But I still hate the mister, it is too thin. Like, please change that. Like, I like a thin mist, but it's just, like, this is how close I have to be to my face to get it. The other one I have to be like super far. So if they change the mister, it'd be great. I do feel like I have to use a lot of this, but it is pretty cheap compared to some other ones, so really happy with this one. And I would usually wear mascara, but I don't have my favorite one right now. My favorite one is the e.l.f. Lash Extender, the tubing mascara. I finished it like a month or two ago, and I have quite a few mascara backups, just ones that I got like as free samples. So I really want to get through those before I purchase a new one. So that is my reasoning for not wearing mascara today, but usually I would with this look. And if you wanted to do this look not dewy but matte, my favorite is the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. And I just use like a little powder puff. I think it looks better when you use a translucent setting powder first and then this as the last step. It looks just so good and lasts all day. So here is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun filming this today. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. And I would love if you like and subscribe to help support me and my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!